Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I just been sick without you, girl. You know.
Oh, I've been sick too. I'm having withdrawals.
Ooh.
The internet is in full meltdown mode after explosive medical allegations involving Chrisean Jr. began circulating, sparking outrage, confusion, and nonstop debate. Just when things couldn't get messier, Blueface's main clown makes a shocking return. Inserting himself back into the chaos and reigniting old tensions many thought were buried for good. Social media detectives are dissecting every clip, post, and comment, demanding answers while accusations fly from all sides. But this time, it's not just bloggers and fans weighing in. PETA has officially stepped into the conversation, signaling that this situation may have crossed a serious line. With Aspen Cartier also entering the spotlight, questions are growing louder. What's real? What's exaggerated? And who's truly looking out for Chrisean Jr.'s well-being? As narratives clash and receipts surface, one thing is clear: this story is far from over, and the fallout could be bigger than anyone expected. The internet is in absolute meltdown over Chrisean Jr., and the chaos isn't slowing down anytime soon. It all started with whisper short clips, vague social media posts, and a few concerned fans asking questions, but what could have been minor speculation quickly exploded into full-blown medical allegations, dragging Chrisean Rock, her child, and everyone in her orbit into a digital storm. Within hours, the topic dominated timelines, reaction channels, and discussion boards, with people scrambling to dissect every video, every Instagram post, and every fleeting comment for clues. In today's social media climate, uncertainty spreads faster than confirmation. And Chrisean Jr.'s situation became the perfect storm for viral outrage, just when the online frenzy seemed like it might settle. A familiar figure from Blueface's world made a shocking return, known by fans and detractors alike as his main clown. His sudden reappearance reignited old drama and pulled the focus away from the child herself, turning the controversy into another round of interpersonal feuds and social media battles. Clips resurfaced, debates flared, and old grudges were rehashed as if the world needed another reason to fuel chaos. For supporters of Chrisean Rock, it felt like a deliberate attempt to stir the pot. For critics, it was validation that the situation was spiraling out of control. But the drama didn't stop there. PETA stepped into the conversation, signaling that the allegations had drawn attention beyond clout-chasing fans and reaction videos. While the details of their involvement weren't immediately clear, the organization's presence alone added weight to the narrative, reframing what had been internet gossip into a story with real-world scrutiny. Suddenly, concerns about Chrisean Jr.'s health were no longer just a matter of public curiosity, they were a topic, drawing institutional attention, raising the stakes for everyone involved. As if that wasn't enough, Aspen Cartier's name surfaced, linking her to the controversy and giving online commentators even more material to dissect. Some took her statements as validation of their suspicions, others questioned her motives. And suddenly, the story had multiplied layers of tension, drama, and competing narratives. Each new voice amplified confusion, showing that the line between verified facts and online speculation blurred almost entirely. Social media, of course, thrives in these conditions. Every clip, every comment, and every meme becomes potential proof in the court of public opinion. Reaction videos dissect minor details like a microscope, and threads explode with side-by-side comparisons, imagined timelines, and claims presented as undeniable fact. In Chrisean Jr.'s case, the sheer volume of content made it impossible to separate what was real from what was conjecture. Every hour of silence from official sources only fueled speculation further, and the algorithm rewarded every post that generated outrage, controversy, or drama. For Chrisean Rock, this is the nightmare scenario for any parent in the public eye. Every move she makes is dissected, every statement clipped and replayed, every alleged misstep amplified. Supporters rush to defend her, Critics pile on with assumptions, and through it all, the most important person, her child, becomes collateral damage in a relentless social media war. When the stakes involve a child's well-being, even casual comments and viral memes carry a weight that few seem to fully grasp. Meanwhile, Blueface's main clown isn't just a distraction. His return represents a larger pattern of drama that refuses to die. Feuds, long thought buried, are reignited, and personal conflicts are projected onto the child's situation, creating a perfect storm for clicks, reactions, and virality. The online ecosystem thrives on these moments. Outrage drives engagement. Engagement drives visibility, and visibility amplifies speculation. For viewers scrolling through feeds, it's easy to lose track of what's real and what's performed for drama. PETA's involvement adds a layer of seriousness that contrasts sharply with the internet spectacle. The organization's decision to engage suggests that concerns about Chrisean Jr. may have crossed a threshold enough to merit attention from groups that usually operate outside the typical celebrity drama sphere. While some see their presence as validation that the situation is serious, others worry about overreach and the dangers of public pressure campaigns influencing narratives before facts can be verified. Either way, their involvement ensures that the story is no longer just a viral moment, it has consequences. Amid all this, Ben Cartier's sudden relevance in the conversation adds yet another variable. Whether she is speaking as a witness, providing commentary, or simply being mentioned in passing, her involvement highlights a key feature of viral controversies. The more voices and perspectives enter, the messier the narrative becomes. Every new statement or clip is interpreted through the lens of existing biases, ensuring that truth and perception diverge rapidly. Online audiences act as both investigators and jurors. Yet without full context or verified information, their conclusions are inevitably flawed or, at least, incomplete. What's particularly striking about the Chrisean Jr. controversy is how quickly the story has become an internet case study in public outrage. Within days, the conversation had escalated from concerned posts to full-blown debates about parenting, responsibility, and accountability. Fans and critics alike are framing the situation as a moral reckoning, using fragments of information as proof, while ignoring the gaps that remain unfilled. In this environment, speculation behaves like wildfire, consuming facts, context, and nuance in its path. Chrisean Rock's response, or lack thereof, has been another flashpoint. Silence can be strategic, giving her team time to prepare an official response. But in the digital age, silence is also interpreted as evasion. Every day without clarity fuels speculation, giving reaction channels and influencers more room to craft narratives that often paint a skewed picture. Yet, responding too quickly risks misinterpretation, further clips being taken out of context, and new waves of viral backlash. In this cycle, there's no perfect solution, only trade-offs between transparency, protection, and controlling. The narrative at the center of this storm is Chrisean Jr., a child whose life is being debated, dissected, and politicized online. Every viral clip, every hot take, and every advocacy post has consequences. The situation raises broader questions about parenting in the age of social media, the ethics of online intervention, and the responsibility of digital communities when children are involved. It challenges viewers to consider where concern ends and exploitation begins, and whether virality should ever outweigh care. For now, the controversy remains unresolved. Allegations continue to circulate, reactions and rebuttals multiply, and public attention shows no signs of slowing. Every development, whether Blueface's main clown posting a clip, PETA stepping into the conversation, or Ben Cartier's commentary, adds another layer of complexity. What's missing is a set of verified facts that everyone can agree on, leaving the internet divided, chaotic, and hungry for the next update. One thing is clear: this is more than just another celebrity drama. The stakes involve reputations, relationships, and most importantly, the well-being of a child caught in the crossfire of viral culture. Whether this situation leads to accountability, clarity, or simply another cycle of outrage will depend on how facts emerge and how adults prioritize the child over clout, clicks, and spectacle. Until then, Chrisean Jr. remains at the center of a storm that shows no sign of ending. The drama surrounding Chrisean Jr. didn't stop with initial allegations, only intensified as more voices entered the conversation, each adding fuel to an already roaring fire. As social media timelines overflowed with speculation, fans, critics, and influencers quickly turned into amateur investigators, dissecting every post, video, and clip for proof of what was happening behind the scenes. The internet, as always, was ruthless. No statement was safe from interpretation, and every silence was immediately treated as confirmation of guilt. Among the most explosive developments was the ongoing return of Blueface's main clown, whose reemergence seemed timed to perfection. His previous antics, already infamous, set the stage for maximum drama. And now he was once again at the center of a viral spectacle. Clips of him responding to posts about Chrisean Jr. circulated widely, and the comment sections became battlefields, with fans accusing him of exploiting the situation for clout while others defended him as a truth teller. It's a familiar pattern. The internet rewards chaos, and he delivered it in spades. Meanwhile, PETA's involvement continued to escalate attention, though the nature of their statements remained partially unclear. The organization's decision to publicly step in suggested that some aspects of the allegations were serious enough to draw attention beyond entertainment circles. Social media users debated whether PETA's involvement was warranted or overstepping. And of course, that debate only drove more clicks, views, and discussion. Suddenly, what had started as speculation became framed as a story with consequences in both the real world and online ecosystem. Then came Aspen Cartier, whose role added yet another layer to the drama, whether as a commentator, witness, or peripheral participant. Her statements and appearances became ammunition for multiple sides. Supporters of Chrisean Rock interpreted her input as validation that the child was safe, while detractors saw it as further confirmation of a chaotic environment. Every snippet, every short clip, every quote was analyzed, reanalyzed, and reposted in the endless loop of virality. The story became a digital Rorschach test. People saw exactly what they wanted to see, and the algorithms rewarded every sensational take. The commentary culture surrounding this controversy highlights a larger trend. Public outrage has become performative entertainment. Reaction channels dissect every frame of a video. Twitter threads meticulously cross-reference posts, and TikTok clips summarize complex narratives in 30 seconds of dramatized speculation. This is not unique to Chrisean Jr. It's the standard operating procedure of online drama. Yet when a child is involved, the stakes suddenly feel much higher. Every rumor carries potential harm, and every hot take can spiral into consequences that extend far beyond the internet. As conversations escalated, some creators began calling for restraint, urging followers to consider the impact on a young child rather than simply chasing clicks. But their voices were drowned out by the louder, flashier, and often more aggressive narratives. Supporters and critics alike flooded timelines, each side convinced of the moral righteousness of their perspective. The result was chaos, confusion, and a social media ecosystem that felt more like a courtroom drama than a discussion of facts. Amid all this, Chrisean Rock's strategy or silence became a key focus. In situations like this, saying nothing can be interpreted as guilt, yet speaking too soon risks misrepresentation, clips taken out of context, or escalation of viral backlash. Every move must be calculated carefully, balancing protection of the child, preservation of reputation, and the unpredictable nature of the internet. But the public rarely pauses to consider nuance. Instead, algorithms and attention spans reward immediate, sensational content, adding further complexity. The intersection of real-life organizations and viral culture, as seen with PETA, illustrates how unpredictable these situations have become. Issues that once might have remained private are now amplified, politicized, and debated by millions online, often before facts can be verified. In many ways, the Chrisean Jr. situation serves as a case study for the risks of public parenting in a digital age. The faster information spreads, the more distorted it becomes, and the harder it is to separate truth from perception, even as the story develops. One theme is consistent. Everyone wants a piece of the narrative. Fans, critics, influencers, and organizations all contribute to shaping the online perception of what's happening. Each clip, comment, and post fuels more speculation, ensuring that the drama shows no signs of slowing down. Yet amid all the noise, the human element, the child herself, remains at the center, often overshadowed by adult conflicts and digital theatrics. The combination of viral speculation, adult drama, and institutional scrutiny makes this story uniquely complex. While many viewers are absorbed by the spectacle, the underlying reality remains fragile. A child is navigating intense public scrutiny, and adults around her are under immense pressure to manage both her well-being and their own reputations. The tension between public curiosity and personal privacy has never been more apparent, and the story continues to unfold in real time, often unpredictably. For now, the narrative remains fluid and unsettled. Allegations continue to circulate, responses are piecemeal, and social media remains divided. Blueface's main clown, PETA, Aspen, Cartier, and a multitude of online commentators all keep the momentum going, ensuring that the situation stays top of mind for millions. In this environment, it's easy to forget that at the core of the story is a young child, whose life is being dissected for views and virality. Part 2 illustrates a stark reality of modern celebrity culture. Public parenting, viral speculation, and algorithmic outrage collide to create chaos, leaving very little room for calm, measured responses. The lines between concern, exploitation, and entertainment blur, and the consequences can be far-reaching. The next chapter of this story will likely depend not on who shouts the loudest online, but on which facts are verified, which voices prioritize the child's welfare, and how adults navigate the storm they have created around her. Even as part 2 of the story unfolded, it became clear that the Chrisean Jr. saga was far from over. Allegations, speculation, and reactions continued to swirl online, fueled by every clip, comment, and post. What's striking is how quickly a story about one child's well-being can become a lightning rod for broader drama, pulling in celebrities, organizations, and internet personalities who often have little to do with the actual events. The child remains at the center, yet the narrative increasingly feels like a battlefield for attention, with every adult voice competing to control the story. Blueface's main clown has remained a central figure in the chaos, his return amplifying every viral conversation and ensuring that drama stays front and center. Supporters and critics alike dissect his every move, interpreting it through the lens of previous conflicts. Some see him as a provocateur, others as a necessary truth-teller. Either way, his involvement ensures that the story never cools down, and his presence often overshadows the very real questions about Chrisean Jr.'s health and care. PETA's continued engagement further underscores the unusual gravity of this controversy. Their involvement transformed the discussion from social media speculation into a matter with potential real-world consequences. It signaled to audiences that what started as gossip may have crossed a threshold requiring external scrutiny. While some question the appropriateness of their intervention, many others recognize the seriousness of raising awareness when a child's welfare is involved. The tension between online clout activism and actual accountability has never been clearer. Aspen Cartier, meanwhile, remains part of the conversation, her role creating yet another dimension of complexity. Every quote, clip, or mention is analyzed endlessly by social media users, blurring the line between commentary and involvement. Her presence reminds viewers that in today's internet culture, even peripheral figures can become central to viral narratives, shaping perception and driving conversation regardless of intent. The cumulative effect of these forces viral speculation. Adult drama and institutional attention is a pressure cooker environment. Chrisean Rock, caught between defending her child and navigating public perception, faces a unique and stressful challenge. Every statement, every absence of a statement, every action online is scrutinized for hidden meaning. In this ecosystem, nuance is a rare commodity, and even measured responses are often reframed as either guilt or deception. Amid all the chaos, one point remains undeniable. Chrisean Jr. is at the center of a viral spectacle with far-reaching consequences. The child's well-being must remain the priority, yet the internet's appetite for drama constantly threatens to overshadow that reality. Viral culture, algorithms, and adult feuds amplify every misstep, and the resulting narratives often prioritize engagement over care as the situation continues to unfold. It serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of public parenting in the digital age. Allegations can spread without confirmation. Speculation can be weaponized for clout. And even the most well-intentioned voices can inadvertently contribute to chaos. The story of Chrisean Jr. is a cautionary tale, showing how fast a private concern can become a public spectacle, and how adults must navigate both the pressures of social media and the responsibilities of parenthood. For now, the drama rages on, and the online court of public opinion remains as active as ever. Blueface's main clown PETA, Aspen Cartier, and countless social media commentators ensure that the story stays alive, even as the truth remains partially obscured. Amid all the outrage, speculation, and commentary, the focus must always return to Chrisean Jr.'s safety, health, and well-being, the one thing that deserves attention beyond clicks, likes, and viral trends. As the Chrisean Jr. story continues to dominate timelines, one thing is clear: this isn't just another celebrity drama. It's a conversation about responsibility, accountability, and the real impact of viral culture on children. Fans, critics, and commentators all have a role in shaping the narrative. But clicks and views should never outweigh care and compassion. Chrisean Jr. is at the center of a storm that adults created, and the decisions made now by parents, influencers, organizations, and even viewers will have lasting consequences. It's easy to get caught up in speculation, viral clips, and online debates, but every post and comment